once again on the right hand screen with Urindanger, 50,000 heads up pot limit Omaha. And then I'm going to sit down at the Hansen blender with 40,000. I know they're playing at one of the other mixed tables, and my guess is that my computer says 756. Before 758, there will be at least 4 players at the Hansen blender. We'll see. Probably a minute and a half I have. And maybe I'm just wrong. Well, the only reason I could be wrong is because they might not know. They might not notice that I'm sitting waiting at the Hansen blender, but once they do find out, they're all there. They're all there. Yeah, you know what, I just don't feel like it this time. I just didn't feel like it this time. Well, it's already 7:57, so it looks like I'm wrong. I could, of course, cheat by going in to the, let's see, they're playing at the Ivy Mix. I could go in there and say that I'm waiting at this table, which is basically just, let's see here, let's play the 6 high. Alright, we're going to go in. Oh, there's the first one. Urindanger is there, so no more advertising. So maybe it'll just be a heads up with me and urine. Maybe it'll just be a heads up with me and urine. It's not like we haven't tried that constellation before. 3,000, 9,000, go ahead. Another 3,000. And another 3,000. And another fold. At least he beat me to the punch. He folded first. Sometimes that's all you need. Two pair and a flush draw. Two pair and a flush draw. A 17 card wrap and a pair of 5s. 17 card wrap and a pair of 5s. Even against the flush draw, I do have a lot of outs. So I'd rather be up against the set than the flush draw, but I don't mind being up against his 3,200, his standard play, and I'm trying to make it standard, to make it 10-4 every time he does it. It's much more fun to do it when you have to actually have a hand to back it up. Well, like I said, it's a 16 card wrap. I think I said 17, and it is 17. Right now I'm actually hoping he has a wrap with a pair of 3s. Right now I hope, oops. He had the 3 3s. I didn't miss, well I didn't hit. So this time the raise was legit. I actually do believe, since I had a 5 and he had 2 3s and an 8, I have to admit, I do believe I was a favorite on the flop. 3 7s, 3 6s, 3 4s, with some 9s and 4 9s. He didn't have a backup of the 4 to 17 cards. Yeah, it's very close, obviously on the turn. I only had my 17 outs. So even with a miss on the flop, I was only a 17-23 dog. So I probably was a small favorite on the flop, but nonetheless, I did not come out victorious in that hand. I did not come out victorious in that hand. And I'm probably not going to come out victorious unless he folds. Oops, he did fold. And there we go. Got a little bit piece of it. Again, the no pair. Obviously don't want to fight ace or king high flush draw. I really don't want to fight that kind of hand, but since there's definite hands I don't want to fight against. Okay, this is some ugly hands. Here I have the up and down gut shot, or up and down gut shot doesn't exist, so here. I just want to shove it in. I can check it over here. That's a 5. That's a good card for me, I think. You know what? That was it. But I backdoored a couple of pairs. Another unfair result. I've had a couple of unfair results today, that's for sure. And they've been going in my favor. Here I was in horrible, horrible shape. Couldn't hit an 8. I could hit a 9 and a 10. Jesus. Jesus, that was ugly. Jesus, that was ugly. Here I got the straight. Oops. He's got a pair. Okay, he checked the flop, where he had me utterly annihilated. And then we got it all in on the turn, which was not that bad, all things considered. He had his 3 outs. So that was a nice little, well, obviously a lucky turn card for me. And with a 3-7, you know what? If he checks, I bet. If he leads out, I call. I think that was my plan. That was my plan. I will say I was happiest about seeing the 4 of hearts. I was happy about seeing the 4 of hearts. Is he reading my mind again? No, doesn't look like it. So I call the 11, puts in 36. He's got 33 left. Obviously, I'm not going to get away from it. Obviously, I'm not going to get away from it. I'll keep him on the bench for a second or two before I shove it in. 5,800. I got an ace-10. Do I have any idea what he has? No. Probably think he has me beat, but let's see here. 2 queens and spades. That was not a queen. It was not a spade. And here I think I have a reasonable chance. No. It was the queens. It was the queens. But I have a reasonable shot at it. Check, check on the flop. I called the turn. Plenty of outs on the turn. I could hit the ace, the 7, the 3, the 10, the 4. Ace, 7, 3, 10, 4, and it sounds like 15 outs.